So, what honestly happens when you stop drinking alcohol? What happens to your body, to your mind, to your social circle, to high performance? Who do you become? What happens? I'm really excited for this one, so let's get stuck into it. Should we go sciencey, or should we keep the science out of it and then just
No,
go?
I think just go, yeah, let's just go entry level, and then we can include some of the geeky shit later on.
Yeah. Okay. So, well, what happened to you? Like first month, for example, when you went alcohol free.
Well, I think for a bit of context, it's important that people know that between us, we've got 12 years of sobriety. You're 7 years, I'm 5 years. So for me personally, it was a very obvious change and it was very quick because I was about 30 kilograms overweight. My sleep was awful. I had no energy. I had plenty more nights out in me, but I had no more hangovers in me. And the physical transformation was probably the biggest one initially because you can't just go alcohol free, by the way. We'll go into this a little bit later on. You have to pair it with other healthy habits. So, drinking the water, eating healthy foods, getting outside, practicing gratitude, going to the gym, journaling about how you feel, all of these things will compound over time. But by taking the break, it gives you that breathing space because you're less inclined to eat junk food. And when you're doing that and you're eating healthier, you'll naturally feel a bit better and you'll start to lose weight. When you do that, you're more inclined to stick with it because you want to see results faster. So, yeah, for me, over a 4 or 5 month period, coupling the sobriety with the other healthy habits, there was a 30 kilogram weight loss. So, that was a very visible transformation. All the other spiritual, mental, and emotional benefits came a bit later on. What about you?
Yeah, I think it's important to mention that I didn't really drink much during the week. It was the weekends that came around and I'd drink in excess. Maybe on a Thursday or a Friday, I may have a couple of drinks, a couple of beers, that's it, like after work. But it was the weekends and then hello, binge drinking. So what I noticed was in that first month, after week one, a significant improvement in my sleep. I thought I hadn't slept like this in a long time. That was just after 1 week. And then from there, very similar to yourself, I had more mental clarity. So I was waking up with more energy. And as the weeks went on, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks, more energy, more mental clarity, confidence improved. I didn't know what to do with the energy because I knew that I didn't want to waste it on the nights out. So I was like, well, what do I do now? So then I started thinking about what I want to use my time with. So I got into exercise. I was already into exercise, but I started focusing more on it. But what stopping the booze did help me to actually focus on that. And it wasn't, I refer to now alcohol as like this chip up mechanism because you can do really well Monday to Friday, do all your meal prepping, go to the gym. And if you drink the alcohol, it trips you up. Then you don't go to the gym, you don't do the meal prep, you don't get your environment sorted out. But what I noticed was that consistency with the gym, meal prep, getting stuff organized in your house and things and getting your environment set up, you can stay consistently in that. And I noticed even just after 30 days, how amazing that felt. And then I refer to a little sweet spot. I refer to it as the click. It's where you get to about 60 to 90 days. And this is my own experience, but then other clients that we've helped with this. It's when you've experienced everything that the normal things that you did when you were drinking, meeting your friends, going for meals, going to weddings, taking clients out, etc. All that, you've now done all that completely alcohol free. And it's like this epiphany moment when you think, oh shit, this is how good I can feel. And it happens around 60 to 90 days. But like you say, it has to be paired with other healthy habits, getting your diet right, eating healthily, getting outside, exercising and drinking the water, etc. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's really key for people watching this now to understand that you don't have to live too far in the future and say to yourself, I'm never going to drink again, because just unnecessary pressure. What we do advocate for, as we've already alluded to a few times, is just to take that 30-day break. Number one, it's not as overwhelming, right? Number two, it's a good amount of time for actually see the change, because most people that we speak to, we're coaching uber high performers, by and large, CEOs, business owners, and the longest some of them have gone without alcohol is 7 days. But even then, say, how do you feel after not drinking for 7 days? Oh, I feel amazing. Well, then you're depriving yourself of feeling great for a reason, and it's usually low self-esteem. It's usually not feeling good enough, or it's fear-based. I'm fearful of what my friends will think if I stop drinking alcohol. Some people tell us they have to drink because it builds rapport with clients. Other people use alcohol as a crutch quote, when in reality, that crutch is about as durable as a rich tea biscuit. It's not a crutch, and you can't zone out or tune out or switch off when you're drinking alcohol. It might do it instantaneously, or it might feel that way, but what happens after 15, 20 minutes? You need another hit. And when you repeat this 4 or 5 times, i.e., 4 or 5 pints, you're in trouble because your brain starts to turn to mush. And the next morning, the anxiety is only heightened. Hence why people use the phrase anxiety. You start scrambling for your phone. Oh my God, what did I do last night? Who did I text last night? Why is my partner not talking to me? Oh shit, it's because I threw up on the way in. And these aren't extreme examples. These are things that we see every single day with people that we're coaching, even though they're very successful in their business or their career. They don't know how to break free from it.
Yeah,
Very interesting.
it is. I think the energy piece plays a massive part. And everyone knows, of course, alcohol wrecks your sleep. Some people think that it improves sleep. It doesn't. It helps you fall asleep, but it's not sleep, it's sedation. So, yes, you feel tired, but it's not just that. It's what your body's doing afterwards. So, in the days that follow after drinking alcohol, if it's just a couple of drinks, your body's working extra hard to get the alcohol out of your system. Well, guess what it's using? Energy. And a lot of people think, oh, well, I'll just have some caffeine or a nootropic or some whatever stimulant or something. That doesn't work. So when you remove it and you take the break from alcohol, you'll see that this energy starts to go up and up. And then when you've got more energy, that's why I felt amazing, because I was just like, I've not felt this good in so long. And the thing is, it doesn't go away. Right? The longer you stay alcohol free, the better. Of course, I've had COVID and illness and things. Yes, my energy's been zapped that way, but you're just able to stay consistent. And of course, I've had 2 children as well in the 7 years I've been sober. But the energy plays a massive part. And I think, if you're a business owner, an entrepreneur, you need energy, and that energy has to be consistent. There can't be sort of off days. And if you have a few drinks, you're not going to perform at your best for the
Mm.
next 3 to 4 days. No way.
Yeah, and
So
that's the thing, mate, as well, right? Even if you only have one or two and it ruins your sleep and your productivity, if you're having one or two a week and it writes off the next day, can you honestly afford to have 52 days of the year where you're not performing at your best? Nearly 2 months. Imagine what you could get achieved just by doing that. And by the way, I don't mean get up and go and 10x your life. Imagine what you could achieve with your own inner peace of 52 days less of feeling like shit. It's incredible. So, thanks for listening, guys. We'll be posting a lot more regular content around this, around sobriety, around alignment, and around self mastery. It's the 3 key pillars that we focus on at A Game. But if you have enjoyed this video, then by all means, like, subscribe, comment below. Are you alcohol free? Let us know in the comments some of the benefits that you've seen. And if you are looking for some help through our expertise, then just drop us a message or book a call using the link in the comments.
thanks, guys. We'll see you next time.